2, 1. Hi.
What's up?
We're recording now.
This is Irish Coffee and Beans.
I like that. I really like that. Also, St. Patrick's Day was recent.
Exactly. So,
I very much like this.
In theme.
Wait, am I Irish as well?
No.
Is it
It's
also
just me.
we were drinking whiskey?
Exactly.
Guys,
Irish Coffee and Beans. This is, Mr. Morelli gave me the... We should give him a name.
Mavuto. Does he seem like a Mavuto?
No, not really.
Stanislas and Jedediah. Stanislas and Jedediah. I just want to shout out every person with these names.
Truly, you guys give us the content.
Just...
it wasn't your choice because those names were given to you, but you're here anyway, and we're grateful.
Can I just say, it's niggas. There's no woman who would see a baby that she has birthed through her canal and say crankshaft.
No, but for real though.
No.
Never, not today. Unless her grandfather was named Crankshaft and she was just really, really, really attached to him.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Being
Other than that, shame.
It's sentimental. Being sentimental is hurting my
But
children.
a Crankshaft.
Crank my G. If I speak, I work with a lot of GRs.
Wait, but what's the craziest name you've come across so far? Aside from Crankshaft.
I know it's not crazy, but anytime I hear few days, I'm like...
Few days. People named
God.
Few Days.
It's not a good time. Yes, Stanislas, go in.
I met a waiter yesterday whose name was Few Days.
What?
Why are you putting a cap?
Where are you eating?
No, I mean... Which is a great establishment. So what is the truth? You thought it would be a matter
I honestly
of
thought
Would
that
you
was
rather be
because-
served by Few Days or Ananias?
Okay, yeah, Few Days is cool.
I honestly thought when he was born, his parents thought he didn't have much time.
This is the problem.
They pray me, he's not gonna last too long.
Dark time.
Why are you gonna name him? That's kind of also sealing his fate. He's obviously survived,
Every
but
day is a victory.
Oh, God.
Because he's still here.
why don't we name him Victor then?
Yeah. Alright, this is shameless. This is shameless kiss ass.
Oh my God.
In this moment, I think I just realized what my parents were trying to do.
Oh my lord! No, because you know how they say you basically start to embody what your name means. My name means mother or daughter of hope. And I am one of those people that, especially if I absolutely believe in something, I will hold on to the hope that it will, come to fruition. It will happen and it will be great, right? And that can be exhausting. But, name, person, right? Few days. Are you then just 1, 2, 3 dead? Is this what we're doing now?
So are we saying...
no offense to anyone who's named Few Days. I'm just saying.
My thing is, first of all, as you've talked about holding on to hope, I'm wondering if every woman who has shipikishad in a marriage is secretly named in a marriage.
I've refused.
Secretly named.
Nakanas.
My name is Many Days, actually. Funny enough, I'm not even joking. My name in full means Many Days.
In
Namwanga.
Elaborate.
That is the sentence.
Longamanda.
Means many days. So I'm not sure what the context was never veiled. Am I going to struggle for many days? Am I going to endure?
What has your life been so far?
I'm honestly playing it by
You need to see
ear.
an oracle. You need to go back to the
Truly.
ASAP.
I'm gonna have to just go to the auditors and look at these things and just check. What are we saying?
I'm so sorry. I don't know whether I'm so sorry or I'm happy for you. Whichever. Really, it depends on what the outcome is. But either way, I got you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm becoming increasingly aware of something that was mentioned before the beginning of the episode, which is that we should probably open towards, this is not my sentence, but we should look towards looking at rappers as what was the word? Pefias? Stanislas? I don't even know what the name is anymore. How we talked about
What is hyphenated?
how
Stanislas Pethias.
rappers should be looked at as
Performance art.
performance art. Yes, no longer speak. So basically, essentially, you see how Owens will like on a trap beat or will talk about guns and bitches and whatever. First of all, often they're married and very faithful to their women. You know, they're actually like faithful rapper. I'm not even joking. I'm not even
I mean, let's not group them all into the same category.
Okay.
I feel like I could.
Except the
Black men don't cheat.
black rappers don't.
So if he's black and he's a rapper, it's just like it's never gonna happen.
Children are
The most
blessings
faithful
from God.
nigga on the planet.
Those children are blessings from God. So what's his name?
So please don't start listing them. Can I please get out my like conscious fake deep thought here?
Sure, go ahead.
Basically, the idea is that the way that we look at other people as like, this is an art installation, so this is how they're behaving. Like Borat, for instance. Like that was. He's so
He's so what?
That was such a good, because he's Sacha Baron Cohen doesn't go home and be that.
He's genius.
That Borat character was him being. It was so good. And those are things that you do, and this is the way rappers for me. It's just occasionally it seems like cosplay because like.
I feel like I don't think it's even occasionally.
Like
I mean,
Aubrey.
and I know we have rappers in the room, but I don't think it's occasionally.
Bless
I
his
feel like it's like a constant. It's when you are in your rapper mode. I feel like you're cosplaying.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you
To a degree.
disagree.
Or like you're feeding into.
Do you think you guys are cosplaying right now?
No.
No.
Do you think this is? Do I seem like what?
No. But what I'm saying is,
But also
to
I-
other people, the superheroes being the superhero, but to other people, he's wearing a costume.
You guys are doing a show.
Fair.
And that is who you are.
Contextual,
You're just
like-
being super, but you know what I mean? Like, it's your natural power, but you have to put the label superhero to make other people accept it.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, okay.
And this is what I was going for, because as much as it does seem like, you know, my opinion is that every time you're in rapper mode, you're somewhat cosplaying. It might just be the word is not coming to me, but I will say an exaggeration of something that already exists within you.
A satire.
Right? Exactly. It's
Hyperbolic
just
you. It's you with a magnifying glass.
exactly.
That's all.
Exactly.
It's you.
And it feels like cosplay because it's not who you are on a constant, on a daily, right? It feels like something that you put on and can take off.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is not Commando, guys.
I
Exactly.
mean,
It's a performance role, guys.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like you just
You pay me to perform.
exactly, you just magnify all the things that obviously you're gonna make
I'd like to
Your rapper
interject.
Is
self.
it like being a mother?
great. Is it like being a what?
Oh my god.
A what?
No, because
Is it
being
like
a mother
being
is
a mother?
I know that. I know. But
I'd just like to say the thing that you said that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone is Rambo.
He just completely
Like as per the plastics, I'm so sorry.
Sylvester is Rambo.
He's Rambo. I opened
Wait, do we still have the Rambo plastic?
100% yes.
Okay, because I just got a plastic the other day and it was just plain blue, and I was like, "Is it Rambo missing on
Yeah,
this
you know
thing?"
what I mean? Like, are we trying to, pull back on, the cost of printing? No, but Rambo, I wonder if he knows that he's this much of a staple in African culture.
I doubt it. I would love for him to visit. He should
Same.
probably just come here for like a Victoria Falls visit and then just be shocked at plastic bags with his face on them. But that'd be fine.
How's your weekend so far?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah?
I'm having a good time. I've just been reminded that God loves me, so I'm happy.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Did you find money in like a pocket unexpectedly?
No.
Or?
I just
That's usually the indicator.
No, I've just, there's this person that I've had in my life for a little bit that has taken up the role of constantly reminding me not to stress as much as I do and to learn to prioritize myself, right? And to know that regardless of what's going on, I'll be good. It's very difficult to accept sometimes because, you look at all the things that are going on in your life and you're just like, Appa, I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. And every now and then I feel like the universe, God, really, whatever you believe in, throws you these little nuggets just as reminders of the fact that you'll be fine regardless of what happens. And sometimes you absolutely know that within your gut, it's just when the world is being the world, you forget that you've gone through all this other shit and you've survived and you've been fine and you've always been taken care of, right? that within that moment of strife and struggle, you forget that even though it feels like there is no light at the end of this particular tunnel, there actually is, and you will be fine. And I feel like today has been a reminder of that for me. So like I've had a good day so far, and it's only 12. Yeah.
It cannot always be night. Yeah.
Exactly. How's your weekend going? How's your Saturday going? I actually have a question, but yeah.
I was going to run, but I didn't. That was
growth.
That's the big
growth.
I was going to
growth.
I woke up.
Uh-huh.
The plan was there. I was like,
growth and acceptance.
That was gonna happen.
You got to know who you is.
Like, the thing is, I curated it. Like, I charged my little earpods and my phone. I was like, it's gonna be good. I always run through. There's a suburb near where I stay, and I'm like, I like to run there just to see how the other half lives. And it was just like, I was like, this is such a cute time. I'm gonna do it, strategize. My favorite thing about running culture is you meet other runners and then you do a little wave. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
No, it's like solidarity. We're here together. I absolutely miss that.
I was so cool. And it's just always like there when you do it, it's usually like, wealthy Caucasians who probably are benefactors of colonialism. Let's not talk.
Oh, I mean, that's not where I used to run, but okay.
But it happened, and I'm just like, this is really fire. And the sun leaks through the trees. It's very cinematic and cute and wisteria lane.
I think when I can run, I'm going to come run in your
It's
neighborhood.
Really a cute.
Or
It's
the
a cute
neighborhood
place
next to your neighborhood.
To spend a good 5K. I like to do like a cute 4.
Yo, when I can run, can we do like a partner run, a coffee and beans run?
Yeah, that'd be fire.
It won't be an Irish coffee and beans run that day, but
we're gonna do it, and then
no,
that would be an interesting situation.
That would be a fun situation.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm supposed to hang out with my nieces and nephews. It's very cute.
Family. Speaking of nieces and nephews, I don't know if anyone else's family does this. In me, I was just called by a younger sibling of mine to let me know that I'm an aunt again. I have another kid. I have an addition to my troop.
So,
I didn't know that the kid was on the way, just for clarity.
I didn't know you had anyone who was younger than you. I thought.
Oh no, I have one.
I thought we were last borns together.
No, I'm a last born on one side. African
man.
Because they be being African men. Yeah.
The Negro circumstance.
They be going around. Low key, I'm expecting a few more kids to show up.
Also, I love that. No. Even I was open to the possibility. Like, that's actually on my mom. No, but no. Look, do you see? Just
no. Cool. I'm the last one on this side. On the African man side, I'm second to last.
Are you excited? Do you like the aunt role?
I am. It's like low key. I feel like I'm being the pressure to have kids is taken away from myself because my siblings have all the kids. So it's cool. I don't have to have kids because the family wants them. The siblings have taken care of that for me.
I'm at the point where I low-key killed an aloe vera plant, so I don't know if I should be
Yeah, no, you should not have kids.
I don't know. My plant was named Cecilia, by the way, but it's not even
you killed Cecilia.
No, I mean she's not dead. It's just
she's dead.
There's a way she's not looking.
You think Cecilias are similar to aloe vera plants?
No, I just really like the name. I wish I had the beat.
So basically, are they soothing and healing?
I know Cecilia was bitter and prickly.
Yeah, no, she's a cactus.
Aloe vera is exactly that, actually.
No, but they have
good for me.
So she was an aloe vera.
Yeah, she taught me what I didn't want.
Yeah.
An aloe vera in your life.
I'm packing so much for you.
We're gonna have this conversation later.
By the way, aloe vera, here's the plug. Aloe vera for anyone that has eczema is the shit.
I can't find the right aloe vera though.
No, that's the best thing.
There's actually some in the bush outside.
But aloe vera and pineapple. The rind, the skin of the
pineapple.
If you're itching.
You lie.
If you've been in the grass and it's itching you and
So wait, what you're telling me is that I spent 400 and something.
Perfect.
I spent 400 and something on a cream when I could buy a pineapple for 10 kwacha.
Yes.
That is the African condition.
So first of all,
you pay for E45, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I know what
I
you
got
pay.
petal
You
cream.
pay for some shit.
Something.
but You could pay for, some real shit.
What?
And, yeah. It's amazing.
Okay, if you love coffee and beans, feel free to donate pineapples.
Yeah.
We were discussing.
Come on, healthy alternatives.
Aloe vera and pineapple.
Do you want to be aloe vera? I can be pineapple. We're both prickly, so it's even.
Oh. is this how
Talking
this
about your
goes?
bad skin.
Like, I just feel like gunshots just here. I thought we were friends. Why? What's
Isn't
happening?
that love? No?
What's happening in the world?
Okay, but wait, before we get to the world, I learned something very interesting today. There is a Zulu. I'm not even sure whether this is an actual thing because I saw it on the timeline on Twitter. There's a Zulu DNA test. Did you come across this? There's a Zulu DNA test that involves cattle.
Oh, and if not that, what else would it
I'm
have
sorry,
been?
someone had to say this, but that sounds like bullshit.
I hate.
So
everything
apparently,
that's done.
when someone has kids, right, they have a babies, and the family wants to know whether these kids are theirs or not. What happens is that you take the kids into the is it a crawl? Is that yeah? And you set the kids down, the baby down, and if the cows specifically, because there's a whole motherly thing going on. This is weird to me, but like, if the baby doesn't cry, it means if the baby does not cry, it means that that child is of your family. If the baby cries, it means that they're not
Called it.
of the family. But then you see, I went down this whole rabbit hole, and there's different versions.
I like rabbit
Some
hole
dude,
adding to the characters. A whole animal
some dude
part.
said if the baby is not the family, like they're not of the family, the cow's gonna eat the baby. And I was just like, that's very, very, very morbid. And I don't know why anyone would want to subject anyone's child to that.
I mean,
Like, so I didn't even know cows ate human babies.
I mean, it's an interesting take on like you revised the entire.
Well, should we just not go to the hospital and get DNA tests? Why are we putting them down in guys?
You know, the Hogwarts sorting hat has just been outdone. by
Truly,
this effort.
truly. Like,
What?
listen.
Why are we-
And I love African culture aspects of it. But I feel like some things should be done away with, because there was a dude, this rabbit hole came with photo of a dude carrying babies in like little car seats, and he went and he sat them down, and there was like cows all over, and I was wondering like what's going on, right? Because who does that?
Sorry, this is a practice. that
Apparently,
is-
yes, it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Zulu thing, and I'm not sure whether it's exclusive to Zulu people, but you know, if you have any comments, suggestions on where we can get more information, or like if you have experienced this yourself, please do let us know in the
What
comments.
do Tonga people do?
What truly?
My question is, they can't find a quieter way of getting rid of children they don't want.
I
Like the
Truly, I'm just like, do you not know where the
Spartans.
hospital is?
Like the
You want it to be eaten by a cow?
Ah!
We've long discussed this, and like you and I share the eczema, bond. I have added to that the gastritis and like lactose intolerance. I basically, I would have been thrown
yeah,
away.
they are alone
Some
for now.
hot air, man.
Oh. Stanceless, was it?
Stanceless.
Yeah, annoying. And
I
just
love
because
you
you can
though.
process dairy does not make you better than me. It does, but like that's not the point. You're still trash in several other
More
ways.
involved as a homo sapien.
Oscars are tomorrow.
Oscars.
Yeah.
The Oscars are tomorrow.
Or I think they usually show very early Monday morning, but basically, I don't know. I'm realizing, as you know, there was a point. I fuck with the arts very deeply, and like I like to watch all the scopes.
I
really
don't know why
fallen
you
off.
said that and then everyone chuckled. But
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, but like I really just I'm so out of the loop. And then I just saw this week they were like Beyonce is gonna perform, and I was like,
Oh, she is?
that's how you're going to reel me in.
Yeah, of course. Because now even I wasn't even even thinking of like I was about to say I'm gonna miss that, but now I'm like,
I was like, oh,
okay, it's time now. Watch the Oscars.
That's how you make me check the hashtag when I
Truly.
wake up. Like
I
that.
mean, are we watching the Grammys?
I mean, honestly, just to see, you see it so that I don't know if these award shows have any, if they matter anymore. I don't know.
I like where this is going.
I don't know. I'm not even doing this to like pander to the annoying ass like rapper presences in the room, but I genuinely don't know. I don't think if we still have this anymore, because look at how platforms have expanded and gone so far. We've seen the insurgence of like indie music and rappers who are doing things on their own terms. We look at how people are breaking the rules of the label structures and going unsigned but still putting out things. I think Chance the Rapper was a big soldier of that for a little while, and like we don't know how. Oh yeah, and also like this very platform that we're on right now, very. Feels very meta, but like exactly this type of situation where artists are just making art for art's sake, and when they're not abiding by these rules,
which is where art should come from.
Exactly, and
from the desire
like I don't
create
see art. I was wondering about this, such a random ass tangent, but Kate Middleton and Prince William were in
very
Jamaica.
Random tangent.
They were in Jamaica.
Very random, but okay. Mm-hmm.
So they were in Jamaica. I don't know what for. I think they were just doing like, we're royal and we're here. We're there. And then
are they royal anymore? But okay. Mm-hmm.
They literally are.
I mean, they have no choice.
So they're there and to commemorate whatever, and like, and not people. I love this because it wasn't like, usually it's people at the ground. Nah, it was like a government official. I want to say Prime Minister, but I didn't read the full article. I don't want to be misquoted. It's like, this institution stands for, like, they basically called out the slavery and everything that happened. Because back in the day, Jamaicans, like, in really large numbers were enslaved by the British Imperial. Like, the royal family, and reparations weren't paid to the slaves, they were paid to the slave owners.
Yeah.
And at this point in 2022, with monies being what they are right now, you can't do anything about it. And basically, I don't see how that's going to continue into another situation. Queen Elizabeth is 96. They've been soft launching her death for a while. I don't see.
I wasn't ready.
I really don't see how this is going to continue. And the thing is, it's even the people who you are supposed to take over. It's supposed to be your son, who's this beetroot man with sausages for fingers. Like, there's not enough charm to like go around. People are in this quote unquote woke, but actually in this particular instance, it's like consciousness. It's because we are now looking for, I understand there's something that was birthed out of the culture of people making people accountable. There was something that was there that I know, I love the zeitgeist of everything, but there's also a way that Twitter has sort of run off with this whole overwoke culture to be a point where personally I quite unslept, which is like, you're not conscious, you're not woke, you are unslept. You are making everything an issue even when it doesn't need to be. But there's that point.
I feel like I'm about to start using that.
If that establishment would have snapped our fingers.
No, truly. And
Unslept.
In that situation, in a situation such as that, with this particular context about what what colonialism did, what we are still living in the framework of even today, in really bad ways. Yeah, there's good part. Missionary position slaps, let's be honest. However, there's a lot of bad stuff that came with it. People are living in that culture now where we don't see the reason, the need, the importance of a British we don't see the need for a royal family anymore, and they're losing more and more value. Basically, all of this, when the Queen pegs, I don't know what's gonna happen. That's what I'm just saying. I'm counting for the drama. I also can't believe I'm gonna see it.
It's gonna be hella dramatic.
Real.
Charles is gonna first of all, I don't even know whether, in my head, he shouldn't even take the crown. It should just automatically move to William.
Because he's a more palatable.
Yeah, because Charles is problematic as... Come on, guys. Really?
I can't believe we're getting into this, but I'm gonna.
We're here.
My thing is, I don't think he necessarily was like the big bad villain of. I know where the origin of why we don't like Charles is because he did our Auntie Diana dirty,
Well, yes, I feel like that's reason enough to not
which
like
is
him.
fine. However, my thing is that like you also need to look at the perspective, which is they forced him to marry this and he didn't. He didn't. Like,
This is fair, but I feel like okay.
and like me, that was the big issue. He didn't want.
He really wanted just Camilla.
He just wanted, and she happened to have, you know, a bit of marital mileage in her life, and they were like, "Yo, you can't."
And they were
do
like,
divorce.
"Nope, that ain't happening."
And that's
but
the situation. That's the
no, but
problem.
even away from that, I feel like Charles is still a problematic option.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know enough
Given everything, and unfortunately, in this current moment, because I am Irish coffee, in this current moment, I am unable to give you the tea. But like, no, Charles is just no. In my head, it's just Charles cannot be the next head of.
You took your auntie's side, which is fine.
Of course, I took my auntie's side. It's Diana,
You
bro.
always did.
I mean, if you're not taking Diana's side, I don't know what is wrong with your life. You need to check, have a little bit of an audit of your life and your belief system and like who you are as a person, because obviously something is very wrong and broken.
Chaotic. That's what
Chaotic.
that queen was. But yeah, on the Grammys, there was mention about banning of something. What's happening?
Boycotting. So there's a few things. I think there's Jay Prince. Jay Prince is calling for especially big black artists. That doesn't sound right. To boycott the Grammys because there hasn't been very much black representation within the Grammy space, especially after the Kanye West drop, right? So they dropped Kanye West because of his issues. Even though Quavo is boycotting the Grammys specifically, I think, because Kanye West was dropped from the Grammys.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to confirm this. I really should have confirmed this before, but listen. Which that's a whole other conversation for me, because I feel like you're free to speak the way that you speak. You're free to be who you are, but there are consequences to your actions regardless, right? And there have been fingers pointed at Trevor Noah and his team getting Kanye West dropped from the Grammy performance list because of all the things that he said about Trevor. But overall, when you look at it, like on the grand scale of things, like you really can't expect him to while out and then have organizations still want to, like, obviously some still will most definitely still want to work with him, but like he's performing.
He is moving a bit mad.
Exactly. Like I feel like you should be able to accept the consequences of your actions, and that is one of those consequences. And you shouldn't be, oh no, he's an artist, he should people should understand. There are certain things and certain boundaries that you will cross that will come with consequences, you know, and you should know that as an adult, you know. And this has happened, and that's fine. And boycotting the Grammys based off of that alone does not sit right with me.
I mean, it's interesting with that because I think about, you know, he's subject to so much media scrutiny, and first of all, he's wilded out a lot in the last couple months, and it's been very I've muted everything, Sarah.
I don't know why I never think to mute until I speak to you.
I'm sort of tired. I'm very exhausted. It's enough. But I mean, I'm looking at this specifically. I can't help but think about how there's a way that this is supposed to play into the ratings of the show, because he's still nominated and he's still going to be in that seat, and he's still going to be, his name will still be read out. You don't let him perform from a work of art that is nominated for album there, which is the biggest. I feel like there's a way that sometimes I feel like they're poking at him, which is not to say it's unfounded. Like, obviously, you know, he sets himself up for some of these things, but I very rarely have this type of grace for him. I think it's kind of just, it feels like you're throwing stones at a caged animal, and then you're going to set it free and be like, oh, hey, here. And so they're sort of angling this to be a volatile acceptance speech. And which is gonna definitely. I don't know if the speech is gonna happen, but I'm sure it's gonna win. Donda was one of the shining lights.
Yeah, one of the most creative, one of the most explorative.
It was a very good project amongst what has been nominated. And this is what I say also, because I no longer, this is the thing I started on, I no longer believe that the albums that have been nominated are the best music we've heard.
See, I haven't even seen the whole list though.
It's just the fact that those are the albums that the Academy happened to, get to and nominate. And that's my issue, is like, I don't know if, it's also because we have so many platforms, not to take it on a separate tangent, but with even television, you have Amazon, Apple, what. Who is watching 9,000 shows from 9,000 viewing platforms and then just picking 7?
Truly.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
So, he's a very profound, one of the most prolific artists of our generation. And there's a way that this is sort of low-key muzzling him. And I can understand people's takes who feel like it's founded. I just feel like, let that happen. And then
here we're most definitely on opposite sides. I feel like it's very much founded.
It's very founded.
And that might come from also low-key my fear of it getting worse.
Oh no,
right, eventually. Yeah. And because even if you don't believe that he is capable of harm, he has such a massive following of people that will, sometimes you have people that follow you and love you enough to do whatever it is that they think would be, it would be beneficial to you. He might not say outright oh, go do this, but people are people and people think certain ways and things happen. And I think maybe that is something that he might have overlooked in his rants and the way that he's been going about these things. Shit happens, guys, and you need to be able to take responsibility of the power that you have over not just yourself but over others that follow and love you to degrees that even you cannot fathom.
Love and light to him.
Yeah, no, seriously, I wish him the best. And he is such an amazing artist and he's such an amazing creative. It's just, I feel like
he's a dick as a human being.
Do you know this? Because you haven't met him.
No, I think he's a dick.
You do? I don't know. I'm here and there about that.
It's like the thing of you can't put a finger on it. Sometimes I feel like this thing's even. It's my most active social media for me is Twitter, and you see a lot of tweets. People think it's just tweets. Yeah, I think that's not it. That's not true.
And I feel like that's the thing about Twitter, though.
Twitter
allows you to be you.
I understand that you can curate, a persona, but sometimes it's actually 8 out of 10. It's really who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you have to build on anyway, especially when you're building on that strategy, because a level of authenticity is necessary.
True.
To be able to draw people in.
And sometimes, especially when people are assholes on the thing, I'm like, there's a type of douche that you can't fake. I think this is just who you are.
Yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree.
Tangent. You worked in media, what. I was thinking about this last night in a circumstance.
I feel like you've been thinking about this for a week plus, but okay.
No, this isn't a nod to that. My thing was just do you ever... I was once at a party with a DJ who we know. It's not even a big secret. This is so rude because I don't. He's light skinned and decent looking.
That is very helpful, and I mean that in a sarcastic way.
He's light skinned and he's good. He's the one.
Light skinned and good looking.
That's the one. I feel like I don't know what the name is. There's one.
I don't know whether I can say the name.
Eleftherios?
Oh yeah. I don't know him, but everybody knows him.
So I remember I was at the chill, whatever, and the DJ was playing beats or whatever, and I could see his face reading how the music was being curated. And I wondered, are these careers, is this a thing that happens generally? Do people experience that? And I only thought this of you because this is the context I thought, and I have rappers, I could probably ask them, but when you work in that space, do you now look at the wires and the smoke machines behind the production? How I mean this, when you see a billboard for a commercial, do you think, so the copywriter who did this made this whatever? When rappers listen to rap music, no, that's too obvious. Maybe when directors are watching movies? Are they unable to now just enjoy a movie because they're just wondering how the camera was placed?
I don't think it's unable. I mean, I feel like there are bits and parts of you that are most definitely going to pick out the things that you think could have been done better, or they could have, they probably did this to get this, because sometimes your brain doesn't shut off in that regard. But you can most definitely still enjoy the things that are placed before you, if you choose to.
I think about this in the context of how I, for a while, really wanted to pursue. I mean, I still really would like to do something in anthropology, but
Oh, really?
It's like my dream thing.
Oh,
I do. I love
it.
I like different factors in different things.
Yes. I don't know why I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
about to be that girl, that friend of yours that just sends you all this
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
Wonderful. Okay.
So I've always wanted to do that, and I thought about it because people think it's a sister of psychology, which for some reason I've always, even just when you read things a little bit, and social media has so many quote-unquote psychologists who be like, the way that you wear an anklet is actually a trauma response to not having been given a raspberry ice lolly as a child. So you have to look inside yourself and do the work. There's a lot on Instagram reels. Oh, those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite because there's so much fake deep shit. But sometimes there's some authentic things that I catch a stray bullet.
You just need to be able to sieve through the fake to find the truth.
So when I see those, especially for psychology, I've always abstained from that thought because I would hate to not be able to enjoy a conversation in the blindness of it. Mm-hmm. I'm a type of person who movies, there's a movie called About Time. It's a very sweet, semi-romantic movie. It has a device of time travel in it, which is very easy to penetrate and poke holes through because it's not, basically a guy used to go into a dark closet and just think about the time he wanted to go back in time to, and he'll go back. Mm-hmm. And I remember, people like Marvel, fans would be like, oh no, but this doesn't make sense. And, the time space. I don't need that. I was just there because it was a cute scope and I watch it.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay to just enjoy things. Just enjoy it.
I watch it when it's in rain season. Such a cute, simple, movie to watch.
And you're allowed.
I like the mystery and joy of just experiencing things. I don't need to know 9,000 things about the truth. And that's my thing with psychology. And so I wondered in this context if that's a similar way with maybe how you viewed if it was social media management or whatever. Is the magic of a performance lost on you because you've seen behind the curtain?
No, personally, for me, I'm speaking just for me. If anyone else has different experience, well, life. I still enjoy a good campaign. Yeah. Sometimes, you can see what, in the back of your mind, you're probably working through what went on behind, before this even came out. But I still enjoy a good campaign. I enjoy a good show, and you're just okay, I see what you did there. And you applaud and you enjoy it for what it is. I don't think just because you have access to what goes on behind the curtain doesn't take the magic away from what's given to you on stage. I feel like. And I think that's also low-key a choice that you can make, right? Because the thing about the mind, it's such a beautiful thing. You can choose what you want to experience. As far as, sometimes, yes, the mind takes over, but you can choose to experience things a certain way and have your mind allow you to do that. Yeah, I think it's most definitely a choice you can make. And I choose to enjoy what is enjoyable.
Manifestations for this coming week?
Manifestations for this coming week. Money.
Candle.
Money, peace, love, joy. I feel like I said this the last time.
Is this your consistent
no, because
thing in every single week?
It's been quite the 3 months of the year for me.
Ah.
It's been, and I would just like some stability and some peace and some like contentment. Yeah. So this is where I am.
I'm listening to a song called, every once in a while, a song by Mariba enters my life that fixes me in very unexpected ways. There's a song called Bet that she just, it's basically just talking about, being with a nigga that you like. You find out, you're like, I've heard some things about you. And that really cleansed my soul. I
should listen to that song.
It's really, really cute.
Wait, is this your new media for the week?
That's my new media for the week. Yeah, but I really played that a lot for the last 2 days. I really always recommend Spotify because it's a song. I think I played a song I like and then just said, yeah, I know you're a Deezer whore.
I am. I really am. I won't even. I am a Deezer whore. I will take
fine.
that. Yeah.
But no, y'all have flow.
We do. And flow is amazing.
It's a great time. I'll tell you,
guys.
But it also scares me because it means you can't play random songs because it will mess up your algorithm.
Okay, that does happen actually. Sometimes it does. It does, and it can get annoying.
You played the Hannah Montana theme song one
time. And then
time.
all of a sudden...
Jonas Brothers in your life.
Bro. And it happens, but I don't know. I always find myself to that sweet spot. I always find myself back at that sweet spot. Somehow.
I'm with you. I'm on the thing of peace. I have maybe a potential extra gig coming, so we're going to probably put... fun joys and
that also for that. Me I would like some this is going to be a sentence, but I would like a little reassurance and self the Chizungu is just running from me today, but I would like to be assured within myself that I will be capable of nailing all the things that I have lined up for this week. And I say that specifically because these are all things that I'm it's like the first step, so to speak. So it really matters how you perform, right? Because it's either I get it or I don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Sink or swim, yeah.
Exactly. So that's another one for the week, aside from the peace and the joy and the love, just being able to be confident within my own abilities. To know that when I step into this room, it is my room, and everyone's going to look this direction and they will acknowledge that I have the capability to hold this room and to take it even further.
I love that.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping it for you, friend.
Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Big things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as always, like, subscribe, share.
Wait, my new media.
Oh, you have new shit to do?
I do. Listen, guys, and it dropped just yesterday, or was it Thursday?
What?
Nasty C's Can't Imagine. Guys!
The thing is, I haven't seen him for a while, or maybe I don't look up for him.
Low-key same.
Yeah.
But I listened to Can't Imagine for, I think 30 minutes straight last night. And it's gonna be the song that I'm gonna listen to every morning because it is it has this cocky attitude that's just yes, I'm the shit type of thing that I feel like I will most definitely need that energy this week. So my new media for the week for you guys, especially if you have to do some shit this week, Nasty C's Can't Imagine. You're welcome.
So I don't know what place is popping this weekend. Do be safe, enjoy yourselves, condomize, pull out, or text the right people back.
Condomize, please. Let's go with condomize. Share, subscribe, please comment.
Yeah.
Guys.
Such a vibe when I find when people are out. It's so cute.
I know. You're let us know what you think. Contribute to the conversation in your own way. We're here to listen, to read. We love it when we can interact with you.
Be kind to yourselves and occasionally to others.
Why occasionally?
Not everyone deserves grace.
This is true.
No.
But I feel like we all deserve grace. And this is just speaking from the fact that I know that I deserve grace on a daily.
Sometimes, I sometimes move mad. Don't be nice to me.
I move mad heavy. Love and like, guys. This has been Irish Coffee and Beans.
Full disclosure, there was whiskey before this. This is how this naming has happened.
Catch you next week when
we'll be talking about whatever we'll be talking
yeah.
about.
that'll be it.
Yeah. Next week is gonna be fun.
Yeah, next week is gonna be
Next
amazing.
week is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Look out for that shit.
Yeah. I won't even say anything. Catch us next week.